shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. And you're listening to it. Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Did you intentionally try to sabotage me?
No.
Okay, there I am.
Let's do it
What
again.
do you think?
Do it again for us.
What do you think? Okay. We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do.
But we do.
We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. And you're listening to it. What do you think?
I'm 50-50. You know what? I'm with it.
It's weird because like I'm trying not to actually sing it because then it's like, oh,
it wouldn't be cool.
Oh,
yeah.
she left her music career and all she's singing now is an
singer.
intro. Yeah.
Now she's doing podcast intro songs.
Mediocre podcast intro songs. So then I feel like I have to sing it goofy and then it just sounds annoying. But maybe that is the charm.
I mean, 100%. I mean, this is the thing. Do you know who Weird Al Yankovic is? Random question.
I don't.
But he like got popular. He's actually had a residency in Branson, if that tells you anything.
I've never been to Branson, but why does Branson have such a stigma?
The silver dollar pancakes, all that. But the thing is, I knew somebody that had a house there and lived there long time ago.
Weird Al.
But Weird Al Yankovic, he did the weird songs.
Okay.
So it's like, so we have like, it's like a Weird Al Yankovic type vibe. Like you're doing like almost like a parody song. But I mean, you act like any of these YouTubers out here can sing that be making hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah.
So
they don't have that cool of an intro. Exactly. I don't know. It just kind of came to me yesterday. We drove back to Nashville yesterday and it was 13-14 hours of driving.
A little under 13 hours. We were, Dale Earnhardt Jr. out there.
Honestly, we're kind of the king and queen of road trips.
Yeah. You put me anywhere within you tell me it's a 7-hour trip, I'll get you there in 6:30.
Okay. Well, we're not going to like promote
speeding. I'm not speeding. I'm saying in the
we're very efficient.
I'm talking about efficiency from bathroom, filling up the car, snacks, all
lunch.
that. I eliminate as many stops as possible. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. Yeah.
And it's just hitting me now that I've married the perfect person. Isn't that crazy? A year after our wedding. But that has been something so important to me for so long. Like if you don't have road trip efficiency, get out of here. That's how I feel. Road
trip efficiency. RTE.
Yes. Being in Nashville for 10 years, I've lived 8 years. I've lived 8 hours away from home all this time. And I've been driving that drive alone all these years. And I can do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
I know it like the back of my hand. And I get up and I go. If I say I'm going to leave at 5 a.m., I'm leaving at 5 a.m. If I need to pack the car the night before, whatever. But I am going to try to beat my time every single time. And not because I'm speeding, although I have been dealt with by the law on that.
But you're also on probation right now.
Not anymore. I'm on your probation. I was on governmental probation.
Governmental.
I don't know. Federal probation. No, it would have been state probation.
You're on state probation. You went on no federal probation.
It was the state troopers that put me on probation at one point when I was about 18 years old. And it was because I was speeding. I was going like 70 and a 55. But you have to realize this is like back roads in Louisiana that I've driven I want to say my whole life, but not really, obviously, since I was 15. So a solid 3 years at the time. But I know those roads like the back of my hand. I shouldn't have been speeding, but it wasn't like I was being reckless. There was no one around. I'm in the middle of nowhere. And I was just ready to get home. I don't have service on those back roads. The last hour and a half of my drive to Louisiana, I have no service. So
we've all been guilty of that at some point.
Anyways, but I love your road trip efficiency. It's something that really gets me going.
Thank you. I'm gonna have you start ranking it. So
yesterday was a 12
out of what?
10.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that.
Yeah, and you were just upbeat. You let me listen to the music that I wanted to listen to, which I want to talk about because it's been CMA week here in Nashville. And so we have country music flying all around.
Yeah.
And I've spent many years attending and playing during CMA week. And this week it was honestly nice to skip out. But we did listen to country music on the way home yesterday, which is rare for us.
I've become a big country music guy. I don't know if it's just Nashville rubbing off on me. I don't know what it is.
Would you say you're like a big country music fan, or you're just kind of like dabbling?
I would say I'm dabbling right now. I mean, I grew up on country music. I mean, and you know that. So I can tell you all of the old country, like Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, Shania Twain, Toby Keith, Keith Urban, Billy Ray Cyrus. Any of the old school people my mom listened to, I can tell you.
Oh my gosh.
The new school, I'm dabbling. But okay. I'm loving what I'm hearing.
So you're like vintage country.
I'm vintage country. I'm want to talk about me. Want to talk about I want to talk about number one. That type of stuff, you know. That's a preview.
Wow. We should actually listen for like this week and just kind of what's the word? I was trying to think of like when you pour over something. What's the word?
When you pour over something? What do you mean? Pour over, like what? Is that like a metaphor?
Like,
or
no, like oh my gosh,
pour over.
Like when you pour water over something, it gets like
soaks up.
Like soak back into our country.
Yeah.
Backgrounds. Yeah, that's not the word I was looking for, but what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I'm from Kansas. You gotta listen. We have I almost said thunder down under. I'm wilding. What is the in Manhattan, Kansas, the country
Flint Hills?
The country music thing that goes on there. Why can't I think of it?
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a country music festival. It's something horses.
No.
Like it. I know what you're talking about. It's called Thunder. Something.
It's really gonna bother me.
I've been because Danielle played. I'm pretty sure that was one of the shows I went with her to.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I don't remember.
That's really sad. I've literally all of my childhood was all of those people flooding Manhattan for the weekend, and now I can't even remember what it was called.
Yeah, I'm not a big festival girl.
You are not?
Nope. I have been around, festivals a lot just for my job, and I'm telling you this, once you get spoiled and you're like driven straight in and you don't have to fight crowds, you have a bathroom designated for yourself, you have food and water and AC, like I don't know, personally, it doesn't sound appealing to me to go stand in a big crowd and be sweaty all day and then have to stand in a line to get a water, and then once I drink that water, then I have to pee, and then I have to go into a porta potty, and then I'm tired, and then I have to walk like 18 miles to get back to a shuttle that then I have to wait on for 2 hours, and then I get on the shuttle, and then I finally get home, and then at that point, like, good luck getting me to go back the next day.
So you're not a festival girl.
I'm not a festival girl. I'm really not.
The last festival I went to was Lollapalooza 2019, right before COVID.
Yes. And this always just makes me laugh because
I never went to anything.
Baby felt like he was living in a movie.
100%. That was the first. So I never went to, you got to understand, I never grew up or was ever in a position where I was like, oh, I'm just going to like pull up to a festival. I didn't have any like long-standing friends outside of like a few, like 2 college buddies that I would ever go to anything with. So when I actually lived in Chicago, like they were like, all right, let's go, and I'd always heard good things about it.
Lollapalooza is one that everyone speaks very highly of,
and it was I had 2 very different experiences. So the one was the first experience, the porta potty, the outside, and then the second time I went, I did all of the VIP stuff. We knew somebody backstage, whatever, and it ruined me because I was like, I can't ever come back here unless I'm doing this.
What's that like to get VIP passes because you're tall?
I didn't get VIP passes because I was tall.
People, it really is something to be in public and see people watch Jackie move about a convenience store, a restaurant, a parking garage, because they are racking their brains to figure out who this NBA player is, and they're willing to offer him whatever it takes. It's just hilarious because I'm like, what happens when they figure out you don't play in the NBA?
They leave me alone. And then typically it's like, if we're overseas, I'll just like, I won't even answer the question. I'll just be like, I'm a lawyer. Really? What are you doing out here? I'm working on a case. And they'll leave you alone. Because it's like, to even have to answer the question, like, oh, okay, I play. Yeah.
See, okay. And we disagree on this, because I get where you're coming from, but sometimes like that's just the cheap thrill someone needed in their day, is to be like, oh, I met a basketball player.
So he's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
like
for
it
sure,
would be a cheap thrill to meet me as well. I'm saying like it's not like we're LeBron and exactly Ariana Grande.
No, exactly. But that's even the thing, is like, I guess sometimes I want to even avoid that part of the conversation, because I'm just kind of like, like I'm gonna play basketball here, but I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah, you can keep it quick. Yeah, play basketball. It's really nice to meet you guys.
Sometimes in my head it just seems like a lot, so I'm just kind of like,
it overwhelms you.
Yeah, it's easier for me to just be like, I work on cases. I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, it's top secret. Gotta go.
Got a jet.
Yeah, but I love that you were tapping back into your country roots yesterday, because something that we have, tiffed about in the past is our music taste. Mm-hmm. Like, I love the music you listen to, but I just don't love it all the time. Like, sometimes I want to switch it up. Yeah. And you were so nice yesterday and such a team player, and you let me, run through old records and just feel nostalgic. Yeah. And you listen to my stories, and I'm weird about, like, you have to listen to the lyrics of this song. Like, what do you think it's about? This is like, I love it because it's one of my things. And so I love that you let me do that yesterday, and you were just there for it. And 13 hours is a long time to be in a car with someone, and you were very loving and kind.
Yeah, we did it. It was it was cool. It was I had a good time. Just kind of, if you do not listen to the lyrics when you were with Lacey, then
I'm starting the song over.
Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they I go, nope, but I'm gonna re-listen.
Lock back in.
Lock back in.
Oh my gosh. Well, the reason we were driving back to Nashville, as y'all know, we were in Kansas for family weekend. And Jackie's mom put together this incredible day of games and relays and all the things, and we kind of blew it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you could say that.
So basically, she puts together all these games for, how many of us was there?
8,
2, 4, 6, 7.
10 of us.
7 adults, grown people.
It was even teams though.
Yeah, but Allie.
Okay.
So there were 7 grown adults, the siblings and their spouses.
Yeah.
And we are all extremely competitive, and
definitely
we had to stop the
rest of the
family Olympics on the last event because of our arguing. Mm-hmm. It's hilarious and ridiculous all in the same.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know if I'm qualified to speak on this.
I just felt we should update them because we told them we were about to have family Olympics, and I can't remember if we were letting them know that it was potentially going to be bad.
Yeah, family Olympics went good. Just like when you get all of your family members together and things start getting a little bit competitive, people start talking trash.
I'm not sure that every family's like that. I feel like it's like just our families, not just us, but our families are a part of like just a percentage of families. Mm-hmm. It's not.
We're some of these select few.
But Kat made a good point as we were apologizing to your mom as a group. As a group of grown adults.
After all the decorations got ripped down off the fence.
As a group of grown adults apologizing to your mom because we acted a donkey.
Yeah. Kat
made a good point. She said, all of our competitiveness together might be toxic, but apart, it makes us professional athletes and entrepreneurs and coaches. Yeah. Because 2 of y'all are professional athletes. 1 of y'all is a college coach.
Singers.
Yeah.
Entertainers.
The rest of us are entrepreneurs. Kat was a D1 athlete, went pro.
Yep.
So it's just a part of it.
Yeah. It's just a part of it. We want to win it. You are bred to win at all costs,
and we all make each other better,
and that's the only part that I like. I'm not good at differentiating between like
family and
real life in the game, because at the game it's like, yo, if I lose, people get to talk trash to me, people get to disrespect me, but if I win, I'm in control of that.
Y'all, Jackie is the biggest smack talker to ever exist on this planet.
But I feel like if you can't trash talk back, then that's on you at the end of the day.
For sure. But our entire team like motto and just
team motto.
What was it? Our team
y'all attempted to ignore me at one point.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Was to ignore and stay focused. Let me just say that
did it work?
That did not end up happening. And then it was 8 hours of just hearing you smack talk from across the way. And it's like, we were winning. We would have won the day if we could have if I could have just kept my head on straight. Anyways,
we don't know that for a fact.
We know that pretty certainly.
I don't think so. The thing is that the one thing I have over anybody that was on your team was that I knew all of y'all very, very well, and I knew how to open up the control panel and what buttons.
Yeah, you're dark.
What was gonna press on what thing?
It's dark.
Is it dark or is it? I mean,
anyhow,
I had a great. The thing is, I had a great time. I had a wonderful weekend with my entire family.
Same. I really I wouldn't change a thing, honestly.
Things went a little sideways towards the end.
I wouldn't change a thing though.
That happens. Wouldn't change a thing
because we all had productive conversation after and got to work on our communication, which was another event of the day.
Exactly. And then we watched Super Mario Brothers that night.
Yep.
And
y'all watched soccer.
We did. We watched the football game.
Football.
And then we watched Super Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Which was amazing. Like Lucas, it was Lucas's choice, and we went. What was Dad's choice? And
his request.
Lucas's request.
Yes.
So it was good.
Let's talk about our surroundings right now. Because we're obviously home back in Nashville, but we've moved.
We switched up the set real quick.
Yes. I'm just thinking, should we have turned lights on?
I don't think so. Let's keep it moody.
Too late now.
Let's keep it moody in here.
But we are in our living room. We are looking at our TV in our fireplace, and you are looking at our Life magazine wall, our couch, and our coffee table.
That Lacey eyeballed and built out.
Yep. Oh yeah. If you're looking at the shelf, don't, because it is absolutely crooked. I didn't measure at all. I just threw it up, but I wanted it to look like a rickety old like English farmhouse. Not farmhouse, but just countryside home that was imperfect. That's what I'm saying, because I wanted them done
English
quickly.
Farmhouse. I think you accomplished it.
But we love books, and so we needed somewhere to put them, and this wall is massive. It goes all the way up to the second floor. So do the Life magazines. They run from the front door all the way up to the guest bedroom door on the second floor.
Yep, they sure do.
So it made for a more affordable thing than to like wallpaper that wall or do anything like that, because it's so huge. But welcome to our living room, and this was Jackie's request, so
yes, let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, let us know. And then what are you wearing? What's this shirt?
This is Heaven's Fashion House. So a friend of mine,
I didn't know that was the name. I like that name.
Yeah, so a friend of mine named Kendall lives in Atlanta. He's the one that sent you the other shirt that, I don't know, did you wear that on the podcast?
I haven't worn it on the podcast. I should have, but I wore it to the movies and I loved it.
Yeah. And you can see it says Jesus is coming. And then is there something on the back?
It just says Heaven Fashion House.
Yep.
I love that name.
Yeah, it's dope. He's doing he's really doing it. He's got some really cool things coming out.
And what's the website?
I believe it's
Heaven Fashion House.
Heaven Fashion House.
Sure, you could just Google it or find it on Instagram. But
you can see.
I'll wear my shirt maybe tomorrow because I love it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that
while you look for that, I'll tell you about my shirt.
Yeah, do it.
This shirt is vintage. This is Jackie's shirt from prep school, the prep school that he went to in high school, South Kent.
Yep.
And I love it because it's big and comfy and it's yours.
Yes. So actually, story behind this. So South Kent, where I went to prep school, they had every Wednesday you'd have to go drop off your laundry bag at the laundry place. They'd take your laundry, get it done, and then you'd pick it up back up on Friday or pick it back up on Monday. We had a store where you could actually go in and buy all of like the South Kent merch and stuff. This was one of those shirts that I was like, I need to have. So it's stood the test of time. I'm glad you were appreciating it.
I wear it kind of a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal to see you wear it, in all honesty.
I love having it on.
Yeah.
There's just something that will never get old about like wearing your man's shirts.
And I know, you stay in my closet.
I love it. It makes me feel...
You and the rest of my family.
It makes me feel close to you. Like, I really only sleep in your shirts.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, I wear other things. But I'm saying, like, I don't wear other shirts. I just wear your shirts.
Yeah. No, you definitely...
But you have 800. You don't even notice. Because I also, like, laundry is one of my chores. So I make sure that it's back and put up.
Yep.
But anywho, moving on. Today's a big day.
Yes, today is a big day. Why is it a big day?
Well... It's the finals, but is this the last game?
Yes. So potentially it's the last game. Denver plays Miami tonight. I believe they play in Denver. It's 3-2. Yeah, 3-2. So if
Denver's 3.
Yep. And if Denver wins tonight, they will be champions. I think that they're pretty favored in this.
So it could be the last game.
Potentially could be the last game. So this is there. In theory, there's 2 games left. Only 7th game will only be played, obviously, if the Heat win tonight, which would be crazy.
Yeah.
And then obviously this is the point in the year where basketball officially ends, the summer starts, and then the NBA draft. Everyone starts finding new teams, whatever the case may be. I wanted to do with you. I want to see since you've been with me and you say you've have learned a lot about basketball in that time. How many teams you know from each state?
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Quick.
No, let's try it.
Okay. I'll give you the first one. Denver.
Nuggets.
Miami.
Heat.
I'm gonna start off easy.
Thanks. No, but the fact that I almost said Denver Mile High. The Mile High.
Mile High team. Mile High. Los Angeles. This is a trick question.
Vegas.
You know one of them. Los Angeles, baby, not Vegas. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Lakers.
Who else?
There's 2 teams in Los Angeles.
There is.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, that people will argue that, but
LA Kings.
Nope. That's a hockey team.
Los Angeles Lakers.
I don't know if you're gonna get this.
It's LA.
Yep. Clippers.
Nope. Yep.
Phoenix.
Suns.
Minnesota.
Wow, that was really good.
That's
Vikings.
That's a football team.
Minnesota Wild.
Nope, that's a hockey team. You're getting close.
Minnesota.
Getting close.
Minnesota Bucks.
Nope, Timberwolves. That's Milwaukee.
Oh my gosh, A-Rod.
Yep, Milwaukee Bucks. New York.
Knicks.
All right, New York.
Oh my gosh.
There's another team in New York.
Knicks, New York. Knicks, New York.
All right, I'll just say Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yep, that's great. Orlando.
Bloom. Blooms. Do you know what movie that's from?
No. I know Orlando Bloom. I don't know.
It's from the Amy Schumer movie, Trainwreck.
Oh, okay.
And she's like
that's a good movie.
Orlando Blooms. Or because remember LeBron isn't it? Anyways, Orlando
Magic.
Oh, you didn't give me a second.
And I'll give you one last one. New Orleans.
Pelicans. Duh.
Good job. Dallas.
Mavericks.
You're doing good. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. So yeah,
I know that because of Slovenia.
Yeah, good job.
Because of Donkovic.
Luka Doncic. Luka Donkovic.
Donkeyevich.
Luka Donkovic.
What is it?
Maybe that should be his name. That's actually hilarious.
Dovic?
Luka Doncic.
Dontic. Yeah, he was a celebrity where we lived in Slovenia.
I mean, he's arguably outside of Jokic. He's the biggest.
Yep.
European basketball star.
It's crazy.
Possibly ever.
I didn't meet him, but he seemed nice because he would come to y'all's games and y'all got to like scrimmage with him.
Yeah, he was he's friends with a couple of the guys that were on the Slovenian national team that we had on our team. So
that was cool though that you got to like practice with him and play with him.
Yeah, he was. You see why he's one of the best players in the world. Like he wasn't in playing shape by any stretch of the imagination, and he was light years ahead of guys that had been working out for, month and a half, 2 months. Like it's just like there's just a skill set and a rhythm, God-given talent sometimes where it's like he was seeing things before they were happening, and it was like being in a game playing against him. It was one of those things where you're like, okay. I understand. Yeah.
And you said he's just like a smart player. Yeah, he's very just intelligent.
Very smart. Very, very smart player.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So it was cool to actually play against him.
Was that all the teams?
It wasn't all the teams. There's 30-some teams, but I wasn't going to make you name all 30.
I did like probably an 80%.
I'll give you 80, 85. You did pretty well. You did pretty good. I was going to throw you some curveballs, but.
Throw me one curveball.
Tennessee.
Memphis Grizzly.
Okay, good job.
Almost said Titans.
New York was kind of a curveball. Georgia. Or you want the city?
The Atlanta. Okay. The Atlanta. I know the football team's the Falcons.
Yep, it's a bird.
Cardinals?
No, it's St. Louis. That's St. Louis Cardinals. Atlanta Hawks.
I'm just like not a fan of Atlanta teams or Georgia teams because think about it, they're all of our rivals. LSU against Georgia. Yeah. The Saints versus the Falcons. That's really it. But like they're our two biggest rivals, I feel.
Yeah. There is just a Southern pride when it comes to teams. Like you don't cross over, and they raise you to have quite a bit of hatred for the
Pelicans to win.
The Pelicans are going through it right now.
Why does Louisiana's teams always like struggle with that? I feel like the Saints go through that off and on always.
I meant more like on one of the players on the Pelicans right now is in a lot of trouble. Not in a lot of trouble. He got caught up with something, so it's not looking too good right now.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy situation. He got someone exposing him about he was paying for somebody's apartment. Anyways.
Dang.
Yeah, dang.
Well,
dang.
Good luck on the finals tonight. I will probably not be watching, but I wish you all the best.
Oh, you wishing me all the best?
Because aren't you going to watch it with your friends?
Yeah, I am gonna go. I am gonna go watch it, but I'm more watching it for. It's like watching the Super Bowl. You sit down and watch that's just how I was raised. You sit down and watch the Super Bowl. You sit down and watch. I don't ever sit down and watch the World Series. Like I've watched the Stanley Cup, but you always sit down and watch these events. Like it's.
Yeah, that was just like your family thing.
No. A lot of people do this.
A percentage of families. Like a lot of families don't even think about sports. Do you realize that? Like they have no clue, care, desire.
Really?
Absolutely.
No, not a lot. I feel like everyone.
Like my family was only specific sports. Like my dad will maybe watch the finals tonight. I don't know, but like it was never a mandatory thing that our whole family had to sit down and watch a sporting event.
See, and you want to know what's crazy is because it was almost like maybe it was just the people I was around, even in my community, but it was like if Super Bowl is happening, the
Super
church
Bowl's different.
the
Super
church,
Bowl always. Super
I guess
Bowl
that
is
is
different.
I guess that is America's.
And like the halftime show, everything, like it's that is almost like a holiday.
I feel like if it was two different teams, I do agree with you. I feel like if it was two different teams in the finals, then it would be a different story. Like if LeBron was playing, I can guarantee you that would have been
a national event.
Yeah, because it would have just been dope. Yeah, but good job on that, man. We'll be watching the finals tonight, so I'll report back on who wins.
Thanks. Well, I'll be watching maybe some Below Deck, something. I don't know. I'm going to or maybe I'm going to start a new show, but I have to unpack and get the house back in order because even though we left it clean, I feel like a bomb went off last night.
I'm going to definitely hit the vacuum and, do the things, do all the things.
Hit the vacuum.
Yeah, get the Dyson and run around the house real quick.
I love it.
But yeah, other than that, it was a great weekend. Super chill. Was so happy we got to spend time with all of our family.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. It was such a good time.
It was. I'm happy to be home. But what?
Nothing. I'm listening.
That was not a dig.
What?
That was not a dig. I was just saying. I said I'm happy to be home. I was saying.
Oh, I didn't take it as a dig at all. I was just listening to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you were. Oh my gosh, I have the hiccup burps. You were gonna tell me about something that happened last night, and I told you don't tell me. Tell me on the podcast.
I was gonna say Floyd Mayweather had a boxing match last night, and for whatever reason, the ref called the fight off in the 6th round.
Yeah.
And the guy that he was playing got pissed and pretty much tried to fight Floyd after the guy had already called it. So he was like, he pretty much tried. So
Floyd won.
No, well, I believe Floyd won, but the ref called the fight because I guess he kept putting Floyd in a headlock or whatever his name, John Gotti. And after the whistle blew or after the bell, he and tried to run up on him and Floyd put one right across his chin and he stumbled back. All of his security jumps in. Everyone jumps in the ring. They got the ref. His security grabbed up the ref, like the main judge, had him choked up. Other dude is in the back, runs out, and then I guess some other people got in a fight in the back of the arena.
Yeah, fighting's just not my thing. Like the boxing, it's hard for me to watch.
Yeah, boxing, I respect it in the sense from being in sports. Is like, as a basketball player, I can get on the court. I got 4 other guys that got my back, and I can only be touched to a certain degree. Even with football, like you can pretty much assault someone in football. In boxing, and you got 11 other guys. In boxing, it's 1-on-1.
Yep.
And I remember my coach being like, "Hey, boxers, they have to lock in because they're pretty much going into a ring, and someone's trying to knock their head off."
Yeah, that's.
And I'm like,
do you hear that?
No, what?
Thought I heard like a little kid go. I gotta stop doing that. I know no one cares, but it's interesting to me. Yeah, but that in itself is the reason why it's hard for me to watch because I too respect it, but it just makes me worried for them. I don't know how their moms watch.
Oh no, it's a good question. So I mean, I've seen a lot of moms there, but I mean, yeah, you got to be a straight gladiator to that profession and be good at it. That's why Floyd is the best, because he never seems to get touched.
I guess
his defense is immaculate. So, but yeah, that was the one thing I was telling you about. We fell asleep watching Kardashians last night, so I can't really give you a
I'm about to
major
finish
update.
Watching it.
Yeah.
Do you care? I know you're about to work.
No, I don't care. Go for it.
Okay. Well, guys, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Let us know how you like the intro. Let us know how you like the new set.
Also, again, would love to know, like, lengthwise, what y'all are feeling, the 30s or the 40s or the 50s. We kind of just feel it out based on how chatty we're feeling, but I'm curious to know what y'all like. But I'm going to go, I'm trying to decide if I want to unpack first or if I want to
I'm definitely not unpacking
work out.
Now. I think go work out first and then come back in.
I'll feel motivated.
Yep,
or
exactly.
I'll feel tired.
You'll have the endorphins, the dopamine,
I literally
serotonin.
don't know how I fell asleep last night. Like I don't remember falling asleep, and then waking up this morning, I was so disoriented.
You fell asleep on me, and then you kicked me.
I kicked you?
It's just like it was,
honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
See, like I don't remember anything.
I thought you was trying to flirt with me, and I was like, no, she just kicked me.
But yeah, so I'm feeling a little just like still groggy, and the weather's not helping.
Weather is not helping, man. It will not stop. I can't get a day of sunshine.
We had
rained all
quite
yesterday.
A bit of days of sunshine in Kansas.
That's true.
But at least we don't have the air stuff that New York and them are dealing with. We're so lucky.
Yeah,
and obviously Canada.
Yeah.
Shout out to Canada. Prayers for Canada.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, so I think a workout might actually pep me up a little bit, wake me up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that'll be my plan. I did work out twice at your parents' house, and I was really proud of myself because I struggled to do that stuff, like taking myself away from group activities to go take care of myself, and I'm trying to get better about it.
Yeah.
So I want to stick to, working out for the simple fact of discipline rather than, how I want to look. I just want to be like, no, this is something I do for my mind and my body.
Yeah. No,
regardless of where I'm at.
It's super important. So I'm glad you're locked in.
Thanks, honey. I love you. We shouldn't have a podcast.
We're going to work on it.
We do.
And also, Love Island is back on.
How did we forget about that?
Yeah, we talk about it tomorrow. Okay. We still got to catch up.
We did watch one episode yesterday and 2 episodes yesterday.
I can't remember. And
like we always feel this way in the beginning where we're like, do we love this cast? I don't know. But we're going to stick in it. Don't you worry. How many is there? 8, 9?
There's only 5. I'm pretty sure one came out last night, so now we're at 6. So like this is one where we have like it's daily.
Yeah.
Outside of Saturday or outside of Saturdays. So I mean,
we'll be letting y'all know.
Yeah, we'll be able to.
Man, see, how did I miss that update? Good job, babe.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will be your resident Love Island updaters.
Yeah, exactly. The UK version now.
Yeah, obviously. Best version. We love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Yep.
This is We Shouldn't Have a Podcast, but we do.
Love
Hope
y'all
you like
guys.
the new set.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, comment.
Yes.
Add us to your libraries.
Correct. All of the things.
I love you, babe.
Yes.
Have a great day, everybody.
Hit that subscribe button right there.
Yes. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow morning.
See y'all.